What if I told you something uncomfortable, but freeing? Your child between the ages of 11 and 15 is not becoming difficult. They are not turning disrespectful. They are not losing values. Their brain is under construction. And during construction, there is noise, confusion, mistakes, and emotional collapse. Most adults see teenage behavior as attitude. Neuroscience sees it as development. Today, I'm going to explain, slowly, simply, and clearly, why teenagers react the way they do, why emotions look darker at this age, and how understanding this will instantly reduce conflict in your home, classroom, or relationship. Stay till the end, because the conclusion will erase confusion, guilt, and frustration you've been carrying for years. The big change no one talks about. Between ages 11 and 15, something rare happens in the human brain. The emotional center grows faster than the thinking center. Imagine giving a sports car to someone before installing the brakes. That's the teenage brain. They feel emotions stronger, faster, more deeply, but they cannot yet slow them down. This is why teens explode over small things, shut down suddenly, cry, rage, or go silent without warning. This isn't drama. This is biology. Why teens react first and think later. Adults think like this: let me understand, then react. Teen brains work like this: I feel something, react now. Because the logical part of the brain, the part that plans, reasons, and controls impulses, is still unfinished. So when a teen slams a door, says something hurtful, walks away silently, they are not calculating harm. Their brain simply doesn't have full emotional brakes yet. Dark psychology, why behavior looks manipulative. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable, what people call dark psychology in teenagers. You may notice boundary pushing, testing authority, small lies, power struggles. Adults think they're becoming manipulative. The teenage brain is actually asking one question: who am I and where do I stand? Testing limits is identity testing. It's not evil, it's experimental. They are learning how much power they have, how safe relationships are, whether adults are predictable. This phase looks dark, but it's developmental. Why control becomes important. Between 11 and 15, teenagers feel internally unstable. Their body changes, their emotions change, their social position changes. When everything feels uncertain, the brain seeks control. That's why teens argue, resist instructions, want independence suddenly. Control is not rebellion, it's self-stabilization. Why logic fails with teenagers. Here's a painful truth for adults. You cannot logic a teenager out of an emotional state. When adults say, be reasonable, calm down, think logically, the teen brain hears, you don't understand me. Emotion always arrives before logic in teenage brains. So correction without connection feels like attack, and attack triggers defensiveness, withdrawal, aggression, silence. It's also a reaction. Not all teens shout, some go quiet. Silence is not peace, it's often emotional overload. When teens shut down, their brain is saying, I don't feel safe enough to express this. Punishing silence increases distance. Understanding silence rebuilds trust. Social pressure and fear. Teen brains become extremely sensitive to judgment, embarrassment, rejection. A small joke can feel like humiliation. A small mistake can feel like identity failure. This is why teens overreact socially, fear opinions, follow peers blindly. The brain is learning belonging. The biggest mistake adults make, trying to dominate instead of guide. Fear-based control teaches, hide your real self. Understanding teaches, you are safe to grow. Discipline without understanding builds compliance, not character. What teens actually need Teenagers don't need perfect parents or teachers. They need predictability, emotional safety, calm presence, being heard without judgment, not fixing, not lectures, presence. Conclusion. Here is the truth that ends confusion. Teenagers are not broken adults. They are unfinished humans. When you stop fighting the behavior and start understanding the brain, anger softens, trust returns, communication rebuilds, and one day, quietly, the same teen who felt lost will look back and say, "Someone understood me when my brain couldn't." That's how growth happens.